Number 3 is Technotise. Number 2 is Joss Whedon directing the Avengers. And number 1 is Palm, is up for sale. Welcome to the Techland Show. I'm your host, Peter Ha. I have no co-host this week. I have no idea where Lev is. I think he's out on book leave. So I'm here by myself with my iPad. So everyone knows I have a weird love affair with Technotise, which is a Serbian comic. This last week, the folks at I Am Entertainment gave us the exclusive on the one sheet that they're about to start shopping around Hollywood studios and whatnot. So just a quick recap of Technotise. This girl, Edith, she's in school. She's trying to study for her finals. She can't seem to stay up. So she finds this black market dealer who's going to implant her with some government chip to help her stay up and study. It's a big disaster. Something happens where she gets she finds these weird electronic veins and things in her body. But on the one sheet, there's a guy instead of Edith, and I talked to Scott Glassgold, who's sort of heading up this project. And he said that they're going to introduce a couple new characters, but not throw off the story from the original anime and comic book series. So I'm pretty excited still. I'm still trying to find someone in Serbia to find me the comic and or the anime. So if you're watching this and you're in Serbia, please send it to me. I'll love you forever. So it turns out that Joss Whedon is going to be rewriting the script and directing the live-action Avengers, which comes out, I think, in 2012, maybe? So for those of you that don't know, and you've seen the recent Hulk movie, Iron Man 2, you're aware that Captain America is coming, as well as Thor. So all of those movies are preludes to the Avengers. Now, there's an ongoing debate on Techland as to whether or not Joss Whedon is the perfect candidate for this movie. It's sort of a big deal, you know? It's a big deal for the Marvel Universe. Personally, I would have liked to have seen Jon Favreau do it, because I think he's done a remarkable job with Iron Man, but it's Joss Whedon. He's sort of the nerd god. If you don't have the nerd god directing this nerdy, godlike movie, then who's going to do it? So it turns out Palm, who makes the WebOS devices like the Palm Pre, the Palm Pixie, they're up for sale. So they've tapped Goldman Sachs to find a buyer. Now, everyone's sort of talking about who's going to buy Palm. They've talked about HTC, they've talked about Nokia, they've even talked about Apple. And there's a couple Chinese companies that are potential buyers, but you gotta figure out why someone would want to buy Palm. So the most logical choice would be HTC, because they're in an ongoing legal battle with Apple over some patents. So Apple could easily go in and buy Palm as well, just to get their patents and pull those patents away from HTC. Nokia has been talked about, but I don't really see that happening because Nokia is pretty heavily invested in their own operating systems, like Symbian. My bet is on HTC. HTC makes beautiful hardware. They don't have their own operating system. They've been building devices for Android and Windows Mobile. If they purchase Palm, they have a great kick-ass operating system. WebOS. And they can definitely rival Apple. The key word is MaxiPad.